Able to see this. Today we're gonna clean the chain on this bike. This is me. This is the bike. Okay, let's place this thing right here. I think you can see it. So if my hand is there, then I crank. All right. So I have a rag. I'm outside right now. I have a rag on the wheel so I don't mess up the wheel. I'm gonna use a cleaner, any cleaners. Don't use this for lubing, use this for loosening all the hard or hardened deposits that end up on the chain and on the gears as well. And try not to spray against the disc. Let's do this. So I'm wetting the chain. It should be nice and wet. Then I'm just gonna wipe it off. I'm placing my fingers underneath the chain in this manner by moving every single link up. I don't know if you can see it from your angle. The links are going up. And also I'm gonna start wiping things down. Let's call it stage 1 of cleaning, if you want. Let's wipe the wheel at the same time. I'll be able to wipe the wheel a bit more later. Wipe off this other derailleur wheel. You may have to use a toothbrush or a brush of your choice. Then I'm looking for that link right there. I'm gonna place it somewhere in the middle here. Then I'm gonna prop this derailleur has a prop button, so I'm gonna prop it. I push it, and a pin is gonna. You push the plunger pin, and then you lock the derailleur in this motion. So now your chain is looser. Now for breaking the chain at the link, I'll be able to use either a pair of pliers like this one, or the plier tool from Power Tool. For those that wants the number, this is the MLP 1.2. Now with this one, if ever that's all you have at home, place your chain in this manner and aim for an angle between the back link and the front link only on one side. Pressure breaks the link. When you put things back together, you do the opposite. You won't be able to see this much, but again, back one end, front one end, squeeze together, and your link is back together. But for this video, I'm gonna use this tool. I'm gonna go outside the link. Okay, I think the tool is there. I'm gonna press it. Release. Try not to lose your parts. There's going to be a few parts here. So this one, that one, and that one. So I got my 2 links, or 2 half links, and everything goes into this jar, in the mason jar. Chain comes out from the top. Watch out for chain coming off. Sure, I could have had my bike on the rack, but I decided not to. Everything goes in a jar. Now we're gonna relocate to the kitchen using this container and this biodegradable spray 9 degreaser cleaner. I put a little bit in here. Now what I want is hot water. Let's relocate to the kitchen. I preheated the water to hot. about half full. Seal the jar. Careful not to break the glass. These are tempered glasses, so they can take the heat. You can already see that it's starting to get pretty dark in here. I like to put my hands at the ends of the container so it doesn't break on me. Nothing goes in the sink. I just simply put everything in the container. And now we rinse as often as we need to. Alright, the next step is to remove the water as much as possible with an air compressor. If you don't have one, you can probably use a hair dryer to dry it up a bit. Just trying to force the air out from the bearings. Get about at the halfway point, I switch things around. I use the weight of the chain as my frame. No more water. So we're done with this. I'm still gonna wipe it off with the rag both ways. Oop, the chain came. Right. This is as dry as I can get it right now. It keeps coming, keeps making knots. Alright, so that gives you an idea what it looks like right now. It's quite shiny and clean. So, before the chain goes back on the bike, I'm going to try to clean as much as possible. I should do the chain ring, but I won't in this case today. I clean those wheels. I think I need to brush on this one. All right. Okay, so we're done with this can of oil. Chain installation, please. All right. Doesn't matter where you start. I forgot to tell you, put your derailleur on the last gear, so things are not gonna go difficult on you. I wiped the links already. All right. So in this motion, not this motion, in this orientation I should say, one here and one here. All right, let's go in. Let's see what's going to happen next. All right, so that's probably going to give you a bit of an eye. Pliers underneath somewhere here. Okay, now I'm going to pull out. Hopefully you got to see that. Yeah, so release. There we go. It's summer. Use dry only. I'm using WD-40, but make sure you use dry only. Give it a shake. And careful not to go on the brake pads or anything like that. I'll go here. So when you do that, you can see if it's clean still. Call it an inspection. After 5 minutes, you wipe it dry. And a 0.5. This is going to be a go no go gauge on the link. Let's see if it stretches. Oh my chain has stretched to the 0.5. It's not going in at the 0.75. So that means I should be thinking of getting myself a new chain. That's a no-go right there.